Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Bridgewater on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Myles Gaskin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Stop your whining. He's cracked.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go. Be set. Hey, come on.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Roethlisberger running the option. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. To throw, Bridgewater. Open man is born. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the delay, it's Balaj. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner. and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll run again with Samuels on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go, here we go. Blue 30. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Blue 30.
Now on second and 13. Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Daniel McCullers, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater to throw it. On the right side open is Gesicki. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
All right, now. Black 20. 3 butt.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong. The deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing is Bridgewater. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Balaj. And he's got room. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. And a completion to Wilson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. Robinson's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Downs to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here I come again.
To throw is Downs. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. A gain there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
On 2nd and goal. Dobbs. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Out of the gun, Dobbs in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Kiko Alonso coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Dobbs. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Again, it's Balaj. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Bridgewater now. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A draw play now, Balaj. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
To throw from his end zone. Dobbs. Open man is Switzer complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dobbs. And he rifles one incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw Dobbs. And that's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 4th down, Dobbs. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Dobbs finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down, Dobbs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points,